Once upon a sunny day in Disneyville, Donald Duck was wandering through Mickey Park in search of a delicious snack. Gobbling on a few crackers, he suddenly caught the sweet aroma of honey drifting through the air. Intrigued and mouth-watering, Donald waddled towards the source, only to find a big buzzing beehive hanging on the branch of a tall tree. Just one little taste, Donald quacked to himself, rubbing his hands together mischievously. With visions of honey-drenched crackers twirling in his mind, Donald climbed up the tree. He reached out with trembling fingers, ready to grab a handful of sticky golden goodness. But oh, in his excitement, he jostled the hive far too roughly. A swarm of 100 angry bees buzzed out, glaring at him with tiny, fierce eyes. "Buzz off, intruder," they seemed to say. Faster than you could say, "Honey disaster." Donald scurried down the tree, flapping his arms wildly and squawking in utter panic. The bees chased him, their tiny wings humming with fury. Donald found the first silly hiding spot he could think of, a colorful clown dumpster full of bouncy balls. He dived in, giggles echoing as balls bounced everywhere. But the bees, relentless and determined, followed right through the hole. Next, wearing a funny nose and glasses disguise he found in the trash, Donald scooted over to the ice cream stand, hiding amongst giant cones and sprinkles. But even disguised, the bees spotted him easily. With a defeated sigh, he fled again, leaving behind a trail of melted ice cream. Panting and exasperated, Donald ran and hid under a park bench, pulling a newspaper over his head. But those savvy bees simply followed the quacking trail. Out of ideas and energy, Donald stood up, eyes wide and feathers a mess. Just then, Mickey Mouse and a minion named Bob happened upon the bee-tastic scene. Bob scratched his bald head in thought, his one eye twinkling with mischief. "Banana!" he exclaimed suddenly, pulling one from his pocket with great enthusiasm. Mickey, ever the quick thinker, grinned and snagged the banana from Bob's grasp. "Donald, toss this banana into the bushes," Mickey shouted, plucking another banana for himself. Following his friend's advice, Donald hurled the banana as far as he could. As if pulled by a magical banana magnet, the bees veered off in hot pursuit. The buzzing menace disappeared into the bushes, leaving Donald, Mickey, and Bob to collapse, laughing in relief. "Next time, maybe ask the bees nicely, Donald," Mickey chuckled, patting the exhausted duck on the back. "Quack," Donald said, already envisioning the next culinary adventure, sans bees. Bob just held up another banana, chanting "banana," as they all broke into laughter. And from that day forward, bananas became Donald's favorite bee deterrent. "It's a honey of a life lesson," he declared with a satisfied quack, waddling off into the sunset with his merry friends. The end.